Hello everyone! Welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. The subject of this week is why we are not happy. There are many people in this world who love unhappiness without even realizing it. Since these people love unhappiness at a subconscious mind, when there is the slightest opportunity, they suddenly fall into their own pattern of failure. Master Oka has named the condition these people suffer from the Unhappiness Syndrome. To escape from misery, you need to first realize your own pattern. Only then you will be able to overcome it. This book has been written as a guidebook for you to achieve this. Everything starts from knowing. I pray that great number of happy people will emerge with this book and the seminar, Why We Are Not Happy. In order to fix this situation, I would like to share the secrets of life with you in a most simple way. Although nobody wishes for unhappiness, it is a fact that there are actually people who chose to be unhappy of their own accord. In this book, you can find 28 typical patterns of unhappiness that you are choosing unconsciously, and learn the remedy as a wisdom you weigh out. Now I like to emphasize that primary reason why you are not happy is the simple misunderstanding. You think if you are loved by people, you will be happy. To be loved is the source of happiness. This is the biggest misunderstanding. Real happiness comes when you love people without expecting anything in return. Now Master Oka will talk about love balance seed, which will give you a great enlightenment in your life. Please watch this.
When faced with the ideas contained in the phrase, love, nurture, and forgive, I came to the realization that perhaps the happiness I had been pursuing all these years was not real happiness after all. Up until that time, I had thought that happiness was something to be bestowed by others. I was happy if I received the praise and admiration from others I felt I deserved. However, there was absolutely no hint of receiving in the key phrase. I looked back over my life and asked myself if I had ever actually loved anybody, or whether I had even tried to love others. But I could think of very few instances of having done so. To the contrary, the more I thought about it, the more I realized how much others had done for me over the years. First of all, my parents had never stinted themselves to do their best for me. I also recognized just how much I owed my friends and teachers for all they had done to help me in my life. It was their support and the environment they had created which had enabled me to devote myself to my studies. However, I had only thought of myself. I had only thought of the happiness my own achievement and success would bring me. Then I tried to make a mental list of everything that people had done for me and everything I had done for others. This is a practical technique I now refer to as the love balance sheet. The result was that no matter how hard I tried, I could think of very few occasions when I had done anything for others, or when I had made an effort to try and make somebody else happy. On the other hand, I could come up with any number of situations where somebody else had gone out their way in order to help me. Things that I had done for others, things that were genuinely good, went to the assets column, whereas things that others had done for me went into the liabilities column. When I added them all up, I deeply regretted the way I had been living and knew I needed to become a new person. I had never looked at the world in this light before. In the past, I had been quite satisfied if, say, I achieved good results in a test and had been praised for it. I would feel I had achieved something important. I had considered that as long as I was the center of attention, it meant I was leading a perfect life. However, once I was able to change my perspective, I realized what a terrible life I had been living up until that time. I looked at the world from a completely new angle. I thought, there are over 6 billion people living on Earth and over 100 million in Japan alone. If all these people were to list the things they had done for others in one column, and the things that others had done for them in the other, in the same way that I did, what would the results be? If most of them had had things done for them without doing anything in return, then it would mean that the majority of people on this planet were debtors, living like spiritual parasites on a love stolen from others. Love that expects something in return is not true love. If somebody were to give you a Christmas present simply because they wanted something in return, you would not be impressed. People give presents to express their goodwill and gratitude, although they may well receive something in return. There is something wrong with people whose only motivation in giving is to get something back. This is very easy to understand when we talk about presents, but people do the same on the spiritual plane. They tend to expect something in return. Please reflect on yourself and try to compare what you have done for others with what has been done for you. If the two balance, then you are not in debt and deserve to be called a good human beings. However, if more things have been done for you than you have done for them in return, that means you have been a burden on people around you. In other words, you are living your life in debt.
How was Master Oka's lecture? Now you realize that to love people is the starting point of happiness. However, it is easy to say, but difficult to put into practice. Therefore, I like to tell you the secret to practice love. In order to give love, you need the energy. This energy comes from the acknowledgement that you have been loved by the people and God. So, we will practice love balance sheet. You will recall the memory of your life and try to find the love given by your parents, your siblings, relatives, friends, your co-workers, and superior in your office, and so on. Please try to recognize how much you are loved by the people and God. Now, let us start love balance sheet. Please sit straight and relax your neck and shoulder. Put your hands on your lap, palm facing upward. Close your eyes lightly and start breathing deeply. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe deeply. Please send the air to the bottom of your stomach. So, when you inhale, feel the stomach rise. When you exhale, feel the stomach fall. Use your stomach instead of chest. This is the abdominal breathing. That will calm your mind. So now let us start love balance sheet. Please recall the memory of your life and try to find the love given by your parents, your siblings, relatives, friends, your co-workers and superiors in your office, and so on. Please try to recognize how much you are loved by the people and God. Please end the reflection. Balance it. How was the love balanced? Could you recognize how much you have been loved? For you are full of energy now. It's a time to love the people. From now, we will practice meditation for immeasurable, in other words, for boundless heart. We will expand our love infinitely. Please follow the guidance of Master Ogawa.
Benevolence immeasurable. Did you wish for the happiness of all beings?
今日の私はこの慈しみの心、人を幸福にしたいと思う願う心はこれが無限であったかどうか。
Today, did I have the spirit of benevolence which was immeasurable?
どなた様も幸福になってほしいという気持ちが今日あっただろうかということを深く瞑想してみるんですね。
Did I have a mind which wished for everybody to be happy without any exception? Please meditate on this deeply.
そしたらまだ十分ではなかったなという気持ちが出てくるでしょうね。ここで反省が出てきますね。
Then you will feel that something could be improved. You will feel the necessity of self-reflection. Compassion immeasurable. Did you wish to take away the suffering of all beings?
人の不幸を取り除きたい、不幸な人を救ってあげたい、その苦しみを取り除いてあげたいと。
Today, did I wish to take away the unhappiness of everybody and save these unhappy people?
苦しんでいる人を見てどうにかしてあげたいと今日は思ったかどうか。
Today, when I saw people who were suffering, did I want to take care of them and remove their pain?
しかもそれが限定されたものでなくて、どの方の苦しみも取り除きたいという気持ちで一日遅れたかどうか。
Was my thought of compassion a limited one? Or was I capable of living throughout this day with a desire to remove suffering from every person?
こういうことを心の内を見つめることができますね。
This will allow you to meditate deeply on the state of your mind. Joy immeasurable. Was I capable of being truly joyful to see others happy?
今日はどれだけ多くの人たちの幸福な姿、あるいは成功した姿を見て自分は喜んであげられたかどうか。
Today, when I saw many people being happy or successful, was I truly joyful?
同じように自分のことのように喜んであげられたかどうか。
Did I rejoice with them as it was my own happiness?
それを考えてみる。
Please meditate on this.
そうするとまだまだ至らないなという気持ちがあるね。
You will feel you should increase efforts to attain such a state of mind. Equanimity immeasurable. Were you capable of keeping your equanimity and seeing others happy?
それから社のところはそうした幸福になっている姿の人たちを見てね、自分がそれに対して嫉妬心を起こしたりしなかったか。
When I see people who are happy, don't I feel some feelings of jealousy?
あるいは容量がいい人だとか思わなかったか。
Do I sincerely appreciate other people's efforts?
彼はたまたまタイミングが良かったんだとか、自分より少し早かったんだとか、生まれが良かったんだとか、親が立派だったんだとか、そんなふうなことを思わなかったかどうか。
Don't I criticize them by thinking, they were just lucky, they just developed faster than me, their family or parents are more well off than me?
自分のことを棚に上げて人様の成功にケチをつけるような心なかったかどうかね。喜んであげて、それで全くとらわれない心でいられたかどうか。
Didn't I want to throw cold water on their success, forgetting my own negligence and laziness? Am I capable of rejoicing at their happiness and keeping my equanimity